Hey there, my wonderful friends. Welcome back to the channel. Or, if you're joining us for the first time, I'm so happy you're here. Today, we're diving into something truly special, wisdom that comes from a lifetime of experience. Have you ever wondered what you'd tell your younger self if you could go back in time? Maybe you'd say, take better care of your health, or cherish the people you love. Well, in this video, we're going to hear from some incredible 90-year-olds who've lived long, rich lives and are sharing what 90-year-olds wish they knew at 60, life-changing lessons you need now. I've spent a lot of time researching and talking to folks in their 90s, people who've seen it all, from raising families to overcoming challenges, and still wake up every day with a spark in their eyes. These aren't just random tips. They're heartfelt lessons from real people who figured out what truly matters. So, grab a cozy drink, maybe a cup of coffee, a glass of iced tea, or whatever makes you feel home, and let's sit down together like old friends. I'm going to share these powerful insights with you, and I promise, by the end, you'll feel inspired to make small changes that could transform your life. Ready? Let's get started. Why this wisdom matters to you. Let's start by talking about why this is so important. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or even early 70s, you're at a unique point in life. You've got years of experience behind you, but there's still so much ahead. Maybe you're thinking about how to stay healthy, how to find more joy, or how to make the most of the time you have. I get it. Aging can feel like a mix of excitement and uncertainty. But here's the beautiful thing. The choices you make now can shape the quality of your life for decades to come. The 90-year-olds we're learning from today aren't superheroes. They're regular folks who've lived through ups and downs. Just like you and me, what sets them apart is their perspective. They've had time to reflect on what worked, what didn't, and what they do differently. Their wisdom is like a roadmap for us, helping us avoid pitfalls and focus on what truly brings fulfillment. So, let's dive into their lessons one by one and see how we can apply them to our lives today. Lesson 1. Put your health first, but keep it simple. The first lesson from these 90-year-olds is crystal clear. Your health is your foundation, but you don't need to overcomplicate it. Many of them wish they started prioritizing their health in their 60s, not with intense diets or gym marathons, but with small, sustainable habits. Take Dorothy, a 92-year-old I read about, who's still knitting blankets for her great-grandkids. She says, I wish I'd known how much a daily walk and a few extra veggies could have changed my energy back then. Science backs this up. Studies show that simple habits, like walking 20 minutes a day or eating more whole foods, can lower your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. The key is consistency, not perfection. Dorothy didn't become a fitness buff. She just made sure to move her body and eat a little better every day. And now, in her 90s, she's reaping the rewards. Here's how you can start. Pick one small health habit to focus on. Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water each morning, or swapping out processed snacks for a handful of nuts. I've started carrying a water bottle everywhere. It's such a simple thing, but I feel more hydrated and energized. What's one health habit you could try this week? Keep it easy and let it grow from there. Lesson 2. Relationships are worth more than gold. The second lesson is one that hit me hard. Relationships are the heartbeat of a happy life. Every 90-year-old I've come across wishes they'd spent more time nurturing their connections, whether with family, friends, or even neighbors. A man named George, 91, shared a story that stuck with me. He said, in my 60s, I was so busy with work, I let friendships slip. Now, I'd give anything for more coffee chats with those old buddies. Research from Harvard's 80-year study on happiness confirms this. Strong relationships are the #1 predictor of a long, fulfilling life. They reduce stress, boost your immune system, and give you a sense of purpose. But here's the thing. It's not about having a huge social circle. It's about deepening the bonds you already have. Try this. Reach out to someone you care about this week. Maybe call a friend you haven't talked to in a while, or invite your kids over for a relaxed dinner. I've started a weekly catch-up call with my sister, and even 15 minutes of laughing together lifts my spirits. Who's one person you could reconnect with? A small gesture can make a big difference. Lesson 3. Don't sweat the small stuff. This next lesson is a game changer. Let go of the little things that don't matter. So many 90-year-olds wish they'd stress less in their 60s about things like minor arguments, work deadlines, or keeping a spotless house. A woman named Evelyn, 94, told me, "I spent so much energy worrying about things that didn't matter in the end. I wish I'd saved that energy for joy." Chronic stress can harm your health, raising your blood pressure and weakening your immune system. But learning to let go can protect your body and mind. Evelyn now practices a simple trick. When she feels stressed, she asks herself, "Will this matter in 5 years?" Most of the time, the answer is no, and it helps her move on. You can try this too. Next time you're upset about something small, like a rude driver or a messy kitchen, take a deep breath and ask yourself Evelyn's question. I've been doing this, and it's amazing how it puts things in perspective. I even started a worry journal where I write down what's bothering me, and half the time, it feels silly by the next day. What's one small stress you can let go of today? Give yourself permission to focus on what truly matters. Lesson 4. Keep learning, no matter your age. Here's a lesson that's so inspiring. Never stop learning. The 90-year-olds who are still sharp and engaged wish they'd embrace curiosity even more in their 60s. Take Robert, a 93-year-old who learned to play the ukulele in his 70s. He says, "Learning something new keeps your brain young and gives you something to talk about at the dinner table." Studies show that keeping your mind active, whether through reading, hobbies, or new skills, can reduce the risk of dementia and improve your quality of life. It doesn't have to be a big commitment. Maybe it's picking up a cookbook to try new recipes, joining a local history club, or even watching tutorials on something you've always been curious about, like gardening or painting. I love this one because it's so accessible. Last year, I started learning Spanish online, just 10 minutes a day. I'm no expert, but it's fun, and I feel proud every time I say a new phrase. What's one thing you've always wanted to learn? Start small. Maybe watch a YouTube video or borrow a book from the library. Your brain will thank you, and you might discover a new passion. Lesson 5. Take care of your mental health. This lesson is one we don't talk about enough. Mental health matters just as much as physical health. Many 90-year-olds wish they'd paid more attention to their emotional well-being in their 60s, whether by seeking support during tough times or practicing self-care. A woman named Clara, 90, shared, "I went through a rough patch in my 60s and tried to tough it out alone. I wish I'd talked to someone. It would have made things easier." Mental health challenges like anxiety or depression are common as we age, but they're not something you have to face alone. Talking to a therapist, joining a support group, or even confiding in a trusted friend can make a huge difference. Plus, simple practices like journaling, meditation, or spending time in nature can boost your mood and resilience. Here's a tip. Try a 5-minute gratitude practice each day. Write down 3 things you're thankful for. It could be as simple as a warm meal or a kind neighbor. I've been doing this, and it's like a reset button for my mind. If you're struggling, don't hesitate to reach out for help. There's strength in asking. What's one way you could nurture your mental health this week? You deserve to feel supported and at peace. Lesson 6. Live with purpose, big or small. The next lesson is about finding purpose, and it's a big one. The 90-year-olds I've learned from say that having a reason to get up in the morning, whether it's helping others, pursuing a hobby, or simply tending to their garden, keeps them going. A man named Henry, 92, told me, "In my 60s, I was so focused on routine, I forgot to ask myself what made me feel alive. I wish I'd found my why sooner." Purpose doesn't have to mean changing the world. It could be volunteering at a local animal shelter, teaching your grandkids to bake, or starting a blog about your life experiences. Research shows that a sense of purpose is linked to lower rates of heart disease and a longer life. It's about feeling like you matter, and you do. Try this. Think about something that lights you up, even a little. Maybe it's knitting scarves for charity or calling a friend to brighten their day. I started volunteering at a community center once a month, and it's amazing how much it fills my heart. What's one thing that gives you a sense of purpose? Lean into it, even in a small way, and see how it transforms your days. Lesson 7. Embrace joy every day. The final lesson is my favorite. Finding joy every single day. The happiest 90-year-olds don't wait for special occasions. They seek out small moments of happiness, like watching a sunrise, laughing with a friend, or savoring a favorite song. A woman named Sarah, 91, said, "I wish I'd known in my 60s that joy isn't something you chase. It's something you choose." Joy isn't just good for your soul. It's good for your health. Studies show that positive emotions can lower stress, boost your immune system, and even help you live longer. And the best part? Joy is everywhere if you look for it. It could be a warm cookie fresh from the oven, a walk in the park, or a silly joke with your spouse. Here's a fun idea. Start a joy list. Write down 5 things that make you smile, and try to do one each day. I keep a list on my fridge. Things like listening to jazz, petting my dog, or calling my best friend. On tough days, I pick one, and it's like a little gift to myself. What's one thing that brings you joy? Make time for it today, even for a few minutes. You'll feel the difference. So, there you have it. 7 life-changing lessons from 90-year-olds who wish they'd known these truths at 60. Prioritize your health with simple habits. Cherish your relationships. Let go of small stresses. Keep learning. Care for your mental health. Live with purpose and embrace joy. These lessons aren't about being perfect. They're about making intentional choices that add up to a richer, healthier life. You don't have to do everything at once. Pick 1 or 2 lessons that speak to you and start there. Maybe it's calling a friend this week or trying a new hobby. Small steps lead to big changes, and you're more capable than you know. You deserve to live a life full of vitality, connection, and happiness, and these lessons are your guide. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a beautiful piece of wisdom from Clara, the 90-year-old I mentioned earlier. She said, "Life is like a garden. You don't need to plant everything at once, but every seed you sow with love will bloom in time." Isn't that wonderful? Let's all plant a few seeds of wisdom today, whether it's a kind word, a healthy choice, or a moment of joy, and watch our lives flourish. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. You're not just viewers. You're part of this journey, and I'm so grateful for you. If this video touched your heart, please give a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about, maybe a friend or a family member who could use a little wisdom. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so we can keep exploring ways to live healthier, wiser, and more joyfully together. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these lessons resonates with you the most. Or maybe share a piece of wisdom you've learned along the way. I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, take care of yourself, keep seeking joy, and never stop growing. I'll see you soon.